Guys, and welcome back to my channel, Career Lodge with Job. It's been a wonderful experience so far making videos and bringing impactful information to you that will help you advance your career and help you advance in your career. Yes. So, in today's video, I will be talking about my PTDF application experience, how I got to know about the PTDF scholarship, how I strategically prepared for it, and how I submitted application for this scholarship and how I eventually won it. So please stick around in the video. Thank you. Okay, so my application for the PTDF scholarship started in the year 2019 when I was still doing my national youth service. In that year, I had not yet gotten my discharge certificate, so I was a bit worried about how I was going to put out application because they needed the discharge certificate during the application when submitting the application pattern. And then, so I was somehow worried of how I was going to submit an application and how if they were going to shortlist me without having a discharge certificate. And then I spoke with my level advisor from my undergraduate during my undergraduate program. Then he advised that I could use my posting letter. That's the letter that was given to when I was posted to my primary place of assignment. Then that's what I used. And before I actually graduated, I and some of my colleagues, we knew that okay, we're going to pursue postgraduate program through basically sponsoring from agencies or international organizations, and we needed our transcript for that. So before I left school, I tried as much as I could to get my undergraduate transcript of record. So I got that with me and everything. So I had every document that the PTDF wanted, but what I didn't have was I didn't have any membership. Yes, I was still a student member of the Nigerian Geological Survey. Nigerian Geological Society or something like that. I don't really remember the full meaning of the acronym. So I was just a student member, and after I graduated, I didn't make any effort to like register with anybody like that. There are a lot of membership. There are a lot of professional organizations, pardon, that you can register with. There are a lot of organizations that are related to your domain that you can register with immediately you graduate, or even if you don't register with them immediately you graduate, you can at any point in time, so long you um, possess the requirements that they need, register with them. So I didn't have all these. So when I was submitting my application in the first cycle, I was kind of skeptical if they were going to shortlist me for the interviews. And so I finally submitted my application. That was in 2019. And fortunately, I was shortlisted because I'm from FCT. So I was shortlisted, and I think the competition is not really much in FCT. So I was shortlisted. I went for the interviews. Now, I didn't really have an idea of how the PTDF scholarship works, though I've known about it, but I didn't really have an idea of how the interview works and stuff like that. So I was just relying on my grade, my WIIC results. That's the grade I got from WIIC, and then my CGPA and my class of degree and the rest like that. I didn't really even know that maybe having prior experience and all this membership and all those stuff like that were going to like be what I would kind of put out to them or put forward to them as a strong argument for them to select me. So I just casually went there the first time I went and then attended the interview, and the questions they asked me, I did not really respond. I knew to myself that I didn't give them a convincing response. So I was just hopeful and praying that I should be selected. So it turned out that when the result came out, I wasn't selected. And then I tried again in the year 2020. Yes, that was COVID period. I tried again in 2020. 2020 again, I didn't have the membership, but this time around, I had a little bit of idea of what to do in the interview, what questions to answer, because I think they kind of, since like if according to your program, they kind of have a number of questions that they ask to people from this particular background. Yes, so I had an idea of how the questioning goes, and then I sought guidance from people that I think that I know that have won the scholarship before. I also followed Naira Land. Yeah, Nairaland has very good information as to the regarding the PTDF scholarship. Like they put out a very rich information on how to prepare, how to win the scholarship, and the rest like that. So I started searching and making preparations for the next application, and then when the cycle opened again, I submitted my application again. Unfortunately, again I was shortlisted. This time around, I had the discharge letter or discharge certificate to say. So and because I was shortlisted, I felt, oh, I'm a very good student, so they're always shortlisting me. I'm good, but this time around, I'll try and put in more effort so that they can um, pick me or select me as one of the scholars. And I had some scholarships I won during my undergraduate studies. That I won two scholarships. So I thought that okay, this scholarship plus my undergraduate project and everything will give me a very big edge, or give me an edge over other applicants from my state. Unfortunately, again for me, I did not perform very well during the interviews, so I missed it. I wasn't selected. Then the third time, this time around, I had some years of work experience. I had other experiences, and I have been applying for other scholarships as well. So I was well prepared, and I knew, I would say to an extent, the nitty gritty of applying for scholarship, preparing for interviews of scholarship, and the rest like that. So and that year I actually applied for Chevening as well, and I was almost close to being selected for the interview, but unfortunately I was not. And finally, PTDF selected me, or they shortlisted me again. Then this time around, I prepared for it. So I watched some videos on YouTube of how to prepare for interviews. And then the school that I was applying to, that is the IFP school in France. I went to their school page and read a bit about the program that I want to study, read about Paris, read about France, the language, the culture, and I would say that I was very prepared for what questions they will ask me, because I'd watched some YouTube videos, and those were the recommendations they gave. So I prepared for this like that, and then when I went there, I was happy when the panel that when the people that were to interview me were women, like I think three women, and they were so lovely, and I'm happy that I um got interviewed by them. So I went, I actually wore native. So you can wear anything, just dress smart and go for the interview. Dress smart and go there, and then whatever question they are asking you, don't try and stutter, or don't try and just relax. Take like 5 seconds breath before you answer, so that you give them a good and proper answer. You don't just beat around the bush. And whatever they are asking you, make sure you think before you answer them. So that's how I was fortunate to be selected after the third try. Now, why am I giving you this story? Is because you may put in the application in the first time and you know not win the scholarship. That doesn't mean that you are not good. So all you do is try again, try again. So you keep on trying until you get that one yes. I know of people that have applied for scholarship and they've gotten thousands of rejection, but the day that they got that one yes, it changed their whole life. It changed everything. Like that one yes cancelled all the no's, all the rejections they've been getting. So it's not like I've only been rejected 3 times. It's in PTDF, sorry, twice. It's only in PTDF that I was not selected for 2 occasions, like of my trial. But there are also other scholarship, the Chevening Commonwealth Scholarship, Erasmus that I applied for and the rest like that, and I wasn't selected. Though these things may be heartbreaking, but you need to find the courage to stand and then reapply or apply for other scholarship. And so now in today's video, what I want to do, because I know people are finding it difficult to write the statement of purpose and how do they craft it. So what I'll do is that I will read the statement of purpose that I use for my application for the Ptdf scholarship, and then I will also give a little guidance on how to prepare for the interview, and also my whole experience. I'll just cap it with my experience, a brief summary of my experience. So I hope that you stick around while I read. Now, I'll go straight to my PTDF statement of purpose, the one I used to apply. And the thing is, the mistake that people make is that when they write the statement of purpose, when they write their statement of purpose, they don't give it to somebody to review for them, to have a second look at them, because you may make grammatical error, or your your statement of purpose may not, how do I even put it? Like, you may not flow very well, but if you give it to somebody to read, they would notice that and give you good and constructive criticism that you can use to improve your statement. So don't just write a statement of purpose and send it or upload it once on the web, on the application portal. Try and use, there are some tools that you can use, like there's Grammarly. You can use Grammarly for free to review your statement, though, but if you pay for it, it will give you a very good like, it will be a very useful tool for you to review your work. But you can actually use it without how do I even, without using the premium version. Yes, so you can use the free version and review your work, and it will help you filter out some words that are inappropriate or informal words. So it's just based on your setting. And also, if you have a friend, even if he's not a professional, or just someone that you think that the statement of purpose will make a meaning to, let them just read it, and they'll be like, okay, I think it's going well, there's a flow or there's a break here. You try and let there be a synchrony, let there be like let there be a flow between each paragraph and each of the topics that you have captured in your statement of purpose. So my own, I will read my statement of purpose. I actually had someone that I sent it to. That's my undergraduate level advisor, and he helped me to review it and gave me some points on what to do and what to include, what not to include, and how to make the statement flow. So, to the statement of purpose. Now, I started by writing my name, and then my application ID. That is the one that starts with MOSS. So you write it at the top so that you know it's your ID, it's your statement of purposing. I don't know, I'm not sure that there's going to be any misplacement, but it's good to just write it. That was the guidance I got, that I should write it. So, and then my first paragraph was: energy remains a vital commodity to human existence, as virtually everyone depends on it for daily activities. With the rapid growth in population in Nigeria and elsewhere, the available energy sources, such as fossil fuels, have not kept pace with global energy demand. Therefore, there is a need for amplified exploration in our frontier basins to discover new petroleum deposits, revisiting our mature basin with new techniques to prioritize it, and using recent proven industry solutions to drive field development, petroleum production, and reservoir management to increase our reserve base. These national goals require great contributions from highly skilled professionals in petroleum geosciences and allied disciplines. Now, I started with an introduction of the requirement for energy. We know that the PTDF is an agency for training experts that will come and contribute to the oil and gas sector in Nigeria to increase national development or to contribute to national development. So I started with that, focusing on energy and how the increase in population in the country and the world demands energy, like how that the increase in population also leads to increase in demand of energy, and then how that training experts in this area will help to uncover new petroleum basins or petroleum basin reserves and basins and reserves, and how that it will be of good contribution to the country. And then after I wrote that, I then went to my own, after I've given them an introduction of the need of what problem there is, then I went to my background, what skill I have, what qualification I have, and how that will be of importance to the industry. Then the second paragraph is my first degree in geology has provided me with the knowledge of the formation, migration, accumulation, and preservation of petroleum in the earth's subsurface, and how effective exploration, field development, production, and reservoir management of hydrocarbon resources can turn them into fortune for national development. In order to contribute my quota in achieving sustainable wealth creation for Nigeria in terms of discovering new petroleum deposits in her frontier basins and prioritizing her existing petroleum producing fields, I am poised to pursue a master's degree in petroleum geoscience to gain the needed expertise and join the league of professionals who shall make a paradigm shift in the petroleum exploration and production business in Nigeria. So you see how that I connected my background of studying geology to how it will be of importance to the oil and gas sector in Nigeria. Then I went on to say, I stated my argument like this: I deserve to be awarded the Petroleum Technology Development Fund (Ptdf) scholarship to pursue this objective of mine for a number of reasons. First, I have a strong background in geology, which is a prerequisite for my proposed program. That is a petroleum geoscience that I selected. And then the second is my achievement during my first degree is very astounding as I achieved a CGPA of more than 4.0 on a scale of 4.0, 5.0, sorry. And this placed me among the top 5% in my class. So if you graduated, sorry, if you graduated among the best students or the first five, first in state, it is an achievement. If you graduated with 3.5, whatever achievement you have, if you can't mention that in your statement, state something else that will like draw their attention and kind of nod their head that okay, this person is a high achieving candidate or applicant, and you make meaningful impact to the oil and gas sector and contribute to national development. So I stated that, and then the third reason was that I have acquired vital training from industrial experts as an intern of a geoscience training organized by the Nigerian Association of Petroleum Explorationists. Another reason is I plan to study an MSc course that will have great impact on the Nigerian economy, which is the major focus of the PTDF in its capacity building strides. So I stated the course and how important it will be to national development and how that aligns with the mandate of the PTDF. And then the third paragraph is I said, okay, undertaking. Now I went on to talk about how the program will be important, how undertaking that program. Now I talked about my background and my contribution, my potential contribution to the oil and gas. Sorry, I did that. My potential contribution to national development after undertaking the course. Now I'm going to talk about in the third paragraph what skill I will gain while undertaking that program and how it will be important when I'm back to Nigeria. So now the third paragraph, I said undertaking MSc in petroleum geoscience in one of the advertised university which have been meticulously selected by the fund will equip me with the needed skills and expertise to join a team of explorers to unlock new productive oil and gas fields in Nigeria. Upon returning to Nigeria, I would have acquired professional skills and expertise that are required to bring in recent industry solutions to further help develop our oil and gas industry in Nigeria and to help prepare young graduates and in all sorry and to help prepare young graduates acquire relevant industry skills that will make them readily employable after graduating through industry university partnership program. Now, if you check in this third paragraph, I actually captured my short and long term goals. My short term goal is to learn skills when I undertaking the masters. I'll I will participate in some programs, become an expert, and when I come back, I will contribute to the sector. And then the long-term goal will be to train young Nigerians or young graduates through industry university partnership. That is being a lecturer in university and teaching the course in petroleum geosciences. And then the final paragraph, which is like my conclusion, then I stated how important the scholarship will mean to me to achieving my career goals. Then I said, finally, in order to achieve this dream of mine, I heavily rely on funding agencies such as the Ptdf, which is a well established and well organized agency owing to its track record of excellence in capacity building for oil and gas industries and academia in Nigeria. Now, I stated how important this scholarship will be to me to help me achieve my goal. So, this is just what I wrote in my statement of purpose. It's just one page. I don't think it was up to 500 words. The maximum is 500 words that you can write. That's how I asked someone to. Okay, I'm not going to say that part. So it's just 500 words that you can write, nothing more than that. So it's writing a statement of purpose is not really difficult. Like I said in my previous video, you have tools now, AI tools that you can get guidance on how to write a statement of purpose, to structure a statement of purpose, and they will give you guidance. And then you just have to write about your background, about your professionalism. Yes, like what achievements you have. You have to, put out your heart in it. Don't allow someone to write for you. If someone write for you, you can't defend it when they ask you. So just write everything that you can defend. And yeah, that's simply it about my statement of purpose. So about my experience for the PTDF scholarship, there are a lot of hearsay, there are a lot of speculations that I've heard. Oh, it's only first class student that can win this scholarship. Oh, it's only those that have won best graduating student awards. It's only no. The PTDF scholarship is for everybody so long you have the requirement. That's why they state that even if you have a 2-2 CGP, like if you graduated with a 2-2, you can still apply so long you have industry experience. So it is not mainly for first class. There are people that have experience, like you have experience and then you graduated with 2-2. You can still apply for the scholarship and win it. I know of people that have won it with 2-2 um, grade. So don't just keep quiet and say, oh, it's only for those on first class or second class and the rest like that. No. So long you can perform very well, you can sell yourself to them, it is for you. And again, we've heard that okay, there are some partiality going on. If you don't know someone in the fund, there is no how that you will get the scholarship. No, there's no such thing like that. The PTDF is one of the I don't know if there's anything like fairest. Is one of the most transparent scholarship I know. So you apply for it even if you don't know anyone, you get it so long you can make your statement, so long you can sell yourself to them. So that's just it about the scholarship. It's a very, very wonderful uh, experience. When you win the scholarship, you know what I mean, because they I got my when I got the message that I have been selected to benefit from the scholarship, I was very, very, very happy. It was in the midnight, so it's a life changing opportunity, and I indulge you, or I encourage you to put out the application. And if it happens that you apply for the PTDF and you don't get the scholarship, there are other ones that you can apply for, and I'll be making a video on other scholarship that are available to study abroad, other scholarship that sponsor Nigerian students to study abroad. There are a lot of scholarship. There are a lot of scholarship for people, even Africans as well. So it's not my videos are not specifically for only Nigerians, but for Africans as well, and even everybody. So long you're looking for a scholarship opportunity, you're looking for an opportunity to advance your career, to grow yourself. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And if you've gained some vital information, and if you have watched my previous video before and you think that the content I'm putting out is good and it's educative and it brings the information that you need, I would please encourage you to like my videos, um, share these videos, and also subscribe to the channel if you have not, so as to receive notification when I drop new videos that will be of importance to you. And thank you for following my channel. Thank you for listening, and I would say God bless you. And at this point I'll say goodbye in French. Au revoir.